In the first two sections of Chapter 3, we were focusing mostly on symmetric distributions. And when we're looking at symmetric distributions, we use our center, which is our mean, and then we use standard deviation. So in this section, what we're going to look at and what we're going to focus on are going to be skewed distributions. For skewed distributions, remember skewed distributions have a tail on one end or the other. The center of balance, or the mean, is not a good way of measuring a typical data value. Another concept of center, which is to think about the center as being the location of the middle of the distribution, works better in these situations. So what we're going to look at in this section is not the mean, we're going to focus on the median. And then instead of using standard deviation, we're going to use something that we abbreviate and shorten as IQR, which is going to stand for interquartile range, which we'll talk a little bit about as well. All right, so to start with, the median of a sample of data is a value that would be right in the middle if you were to sort the data in ascending order meaning from smallest to largest. Right. So visualizing the median. Like means, the median for a symmetric distribution is roughly in the middle, and the median may appear off-center. So if we look at these next two data sets, the medians for two different data sets are represented by a vertical line in the graphs below. So in this case, we have a median right here at 23.5%. So it is in the middle of our data set. Here we have a median represented by this vertical bar, which is representing $25.2 thousand. So the figure on the right shows the income in thousands of dollars per year for a small selection of residents in New York. What can we tell about the data set from this histogram? Right. So we're just going to focus on this one here. So in this case, it looks like we have a little tail. Very tiny down here. We do have some vertical bars for our frequency. So we are going to start by saying it looks skewed right. And the median up here we're told is 25.2, so in thousands of dollars that's going to be $25,200. All right, we're also going to say this means that half the residents make below $25,200, because that's our halfway point, and half the residents make more than $25,200. Right. So our median, again, is a different type of center. Right. This different type of center means that what we are looking at is our halfway point. So it's not our average, it is our halfway point. In context. The median in context is a value that cuts the distribution in half. It's used for the same purpose of the mean to give us a typical value of the data set. So in a way, the idea of mean and median are closely related. Again, we're going to see this word typical show up as we go through some of these different problems. Right, next, we're going to talk a little bit about calculating the mean.